Youth is wasted on the young. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You're only as old as you feel. Act your age. Now, there's a lot of trite little cliches about age and aging. And I have to say, there's a universal truth about them, is that they're not really very true. I've been old long. I can do tricks. And really, act your age, what on earth does that mean, act your age? I did research. I looked up memes. And the memes did not elucidate what act your age means. So, I appreciate Sana inviting me to give a TED Talk today. And I was actually very flattered. And then I asked her what the theme was, and she said, it was youth. And I laughed. I said, I don't think it's a question of the school. You want to give a talk on youth. So, but I don't feel any age. But as I see the other folks today, I definitely feel old by comparison. And really, the kind of the theme of my talk today is that your frame of reference defines your point of view. Usually when I give a talk, I have my husband, Bob, I'm practicing with him. And I say, how's this going, Bob? And I really appreciate his feedback most of the time. Sometimes I don't like his feedback, but I need this feedback and I value it. So we were in a car coming back, on version like 3.2 of the talk. And I was doing it, and I was talking about memes, and he had no idea what I was talking about. He said, what? Why would he? He's 20 years older than I am. We have no kids. We don't do social media. He has absolutely no way of understanding what a meme was. I said, okay, all right. His granddaughter had visited at Christmas time. And she was going on and on, memes and meme structure, and his boyfriend looking at the girl, and this. I laughed out loud. I mean, I just burst out laughing. So I looked at the end of the table, and there was poor Bob, looking at me. And that made me laugh. And then a minute going on, and thinking how funny memes were, that made me laugh, which was maybe not very polite, but it was very funny to me. And that's kind of an artifact of age, is that the things that you think are funny kind of change over time. So anyway, I feel sometimes a little old by comparison. But then I look outside and I see that volleyball are out playing, but there are no kids. So I kind of feel young by comparison. And in fact, in my meme research, what I discovered was, I am really very young. One meme said, 60 is the new 40. Another meme said, 40 is the new 20. So by the transitive property of meaning, I am 20. I think it's cool. Because truly, I don't want to be 20. I was 20, been there, done that. I love the age that I am. So I move on. In version, let's see, 3.4 of the talk, I had really, I'll do a comparison of what it was like when I was a kid, and what it's like now. I'll do the TV shows, I'll do the cartoons. It's like, no. You have no frame of reference to make that make sense. So I'm going to chuck that idea. Then, of course, I pulled out the thing I was familiar with. I did math. I said, okay, I'm going to bring out the logistics curve. Perhaps you don't know the logistics curve. You may know. But it has an exponential growth component. It has an inflection point that goes to a logarithmic growth. I had an x-axis, that was time. The y-axis was various things. Depending on what I said, wait a minute. I'm over here on this part of the curve, looking back there at that part. Didn't make sense, so I tried on this one. Sana asked me if I wanted slides. In my frame of reference, that's a playground thing. So I have no slides. But I do have props. In fact, I have a bag of tricks. And as I say bag of tricks, it's making me laugh. Because I think of Felix the cat, the wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. If you're my age, you know exactly what I've just said. If you're not, you don't, and that's fine. But I'm gonna bring my bag of tricks over to the red circle. I don't want to mess up the red circle. Okay. I'm going to give you a visual display of my frame of reference. Evidently, this could be an Instagram thing. Be able to tell you that later. But this is my frame of reference. Put it on this. This is a telephone. All right, look at it. It's attached. There's a cord. This thing was like attached to the wall, or was hanging on the wall, and you were in public, and there's a dial, you would call your friends, and you were in public, and your mother would yell at you, get off the phone. And it's kind of interesting. In fact, there's a hilarious, absolutely hilarious YouTube video about a guy giving his kids the phone and a phone number and saying, dial this number, you have 5 minutes. Kids have no idea. They're pushing the phone. They have no idea. I find it to be hilarious. You would be, those people, they would be insulted. That's a phone. This is a phone book. This is how you stored your numbers. There was no thing. If you had numbers that you called frequently, you put them in the front of the book. There's white things here. These are the white pages. So these are where the people's names were, and you look those up. And then these back here, these were the yellow pages. These were the businesses. Everybody had. This is so skinny because nowadays nobody has this. There's nobody in there. But that was our phone minute. This is a map. Strangely, on this map, you are not the center of the universe. You actually had to know where you were and where you were going. You had to plot a route. I did not know that people did not know how to read a map until Sue Kirby and I were on our way to the World's Fair in Knoxville, Tennessee. And we're zipping by all these exits in Baltimore, and I'm pretty sure I should have heard by now. And she's looking at the map, and I said, Sue, what's going on? I can't read that. Right, that was intriguing enough, but then the next part about a map is you have to be able to learn how to fold it up. To return it to its map-like stage. I'm an expert at this. That's a map. What else we got? Oh, wait, whoa. This is a camera. You put film in it. Actually film, like 12 or 36 or 12, 24 roll. You put it in and you take pictures. But you didn't know if they came out. You'd go on an entire vacation. I had rolls and rolls and rolls of film. Never knew if they came out. And if you didn't have through the lens viewing, you could have 24 black pictures because that lens camera was on. So that was a camera. Couple more. No. Dictionary. Yeah. You're in 7th grade, you get a dictionary, you're looking up every dirty word there is. But then, yeah, it's like, I can't spell. Mom, how do you spell perplexed? Look it up. I can't spell it. So you would approximate how to spell perplexed. It's a P at least. And you know what? You'd look up perplexed, and you'd look up every other word. You'd start learning words. Pretty cool. And you learn how to spell. And this is a newspaper. This comes every day, if you're lucky. If you live in a place like we do, that has a newspaper. And it has, dare I say, news in it. I know, news. That is actually fact-checked. And you can tell there's an opinion because it says, opinion. Yeah, that's an opinion column right there. And there's ads, and there's sports. You can look up, find out what's going on. There's funnies. I look at that first thing every day. There's ads. I find out stuff. Newspaper. Amazing. So that's, as a teenager, we had this and just more. We had baggage. Baggage. You have a different frame of reference now. New frame. Let's see. Hold on. Oops. Standing by. Hold on, but yet. Have to do this. This is all of that. All of that. So you don't need the dictionary or the phone book. The phone book's in here, and the camera's in here, and the spell checker, and there's a clock. There's all kinds of things in here. I have to watch them, I don't know. And all kinds of things are in here. I had to go to the library and look at a card catalog and do research. I can Google. Oh, Siri can even talk to me. I don't like her to talk to me, but you have a different frame of reference to that. But you know, it's still the same stuff. Adults have always had a difficulty understanding teens because they didn't have the right frame of reference. And this goes back all the way to the child labor laws were passed and teenage culture started after the Second World War. Those kids, in the 50s, those dang kids, they got that rock and roll, they got that hair, they got the pink pants. And then in the 60s, those dang kids, that rock and roll in their hair, and their fringe, and beads, and every single decade, it's the same thing. Adults who don't have the right frame of reference don't understand teenagers. They just don't. But you're still the same. It doesn't matter which frame you are. My frame, your frame, kids are still the same. I hate to tell you, but you're the same as we were. Different technology, but same picture. Because kids hang out with kids. Teenagers have their own language that adults struggle to understand. What else? Teenagers, I love this, they dress alike to look different. It's very good. You hang out with each other. And kids long to belong. So even though the frames are different, the picture's pretty much still the same. And I think that's pretty cool. Now, there's some things that this technology thing, I think, has wrought that are not good. And I'm very concerned for our teens because things have changed in some ways. Here are some that I think. First of all, when we compare ourselves to other people, because teens do that all the time, our pool of people that we compare to is small and local. Theirs is global, it's impersonal, it's on this Instagram, Snapchat stuff, whatever that is, and people are not honest in their communication, and I think that causes a lot of stress. I talked about the news. News today is 24/7 global. News is not news. News is infotainment. News is clicking. News is curated to your own personal view. Seriously? How do you know what that is? You need to have a balance. Our news was local, and our national news was 15 minutes with Uncle Walter. And Walter Cronkite, for those of you who don't know, and if you don't know Walter Cronkite, what can I say? But that was it. So this whole thing about this news is scary to me. I think it's crumbling the foundation of democracy. We can have another talk on that. Other things that I think are technologically kind of, well, I think it's disturbing in general. We used to go out. We weren't at home all the time. When you were out, you were out. It's okay. You could be out. If you called me and I wasn't home, you missed me. Then we had answering machines, and you left me a message, and if I wanted to, I could respond. But there was never, ever, ever not a thought that you were on call 24/7. We were not always available, and that was actually liberating. As I look back, it's more liberating. I don't even know what my cell phone sounds like anymore, because no one calls me on my cell phone. That's not how I communicate. We used to go outside to play without fear of being kidnapped. Now, people don't go outside to play anymore because you read in the news that some kid in East Chippewa was kidnapped or something like that, and we have this 24/7 thing in East Chippewa. Really? We lived in ignorant bliss, and we went outside to play. And when we went outside to play, we did it without adult supervision. We played our own games, we made up our own teams, we didn't have uniforms, traveling teams. I don't even know, there was no such thing. We would play outside, and we would learn how to fight our own battles. We would use our imagination, we would learn how to compromise, and we'd also learn that whatever happened today, you forgot about tomorrow because you're playing a new game. So those are some things that I think are a little bit different. So as I think about where we're going, and how I'd like to end this up, I think that if we expand our frame of reference, update our frames of reference, I think we'll be a little bit more accepting and maybe a happier society. I also think young people today, you in the audience, kids in my class, these people, amazing, bring wonderful things to the table. I also think young people can learn a few things from the old people, if you can get past the back in the day kind of nostalgia and actually think about the things that we said. If things go bad, we know how to do stuff. Heaven forbid. I think that you can turn your phone off, you can get off of social media and still have a productive and happy life. And I think you should go out to play more. I think you should go out to play a lot more. So I'd like to end with a quote from Sophia Loren, who, she's an Academy Award-winning actress from the 1960s, and a beauty. She's 84 now, still a beauty. And she said this, there is a fountain of youth. It's your mind, your talents, the creativity that you bring to your life and the lives of those you love. When you can tap that source, then you will have truly conquered aging. Thank you, and cue the exit music.